light of morning when dew is on the clover. A misty-eyed woke from the slumber that is over. Rise and be lower. Good afternoon. This is Blaze once again, and we're here at the 2nd Street Cigars and Gallery. I'm speaking to Victor, and this is the second in a series of little shops we've gone to in the Gallery Row area downtown, which not only is a shop and a store and a business of one degree, but has also embraced the concept of Gallery Row and become a gallery as well. So we have some beautiful art, and we are going to learn from Victor some of the pros and cons and how you get into the world of cigars. And he's also going to tell us about the great heritage of his family with cigars.
Well, we started as La Plata Cigar Company in 1947 here in downtown Los Angeles on Grand and Olympic. And we ran its course up until about...
La Plata?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
La Plata. And somewhere around 2001, we closed the original factory. Mm-hmm. And we're looking to do sort of a showcase store. We knew that the area was changing. Lofts were being renovated. And it's a nice area that we're in. So it took us about 2 years to find this location. We're in Gallery Row, which used to be the old bank district of downtown Los Angeles. And we put together a gallery and a cigar lounge, which is rather unique, but it seems to be working. And like some of the galleries in our neighborhood, we're embracing the renaissance of the neighborhood. And some of the galleries have put other businesses in their spot to sort of cater to the loft living. So we're giving them more choices within one business.
Now, you know, we began a short interview last week, and I really wasn't prepared. You know, I don't smoke, so I wasn't that prepared for it, but I've really done a lot of research, and I thought it was very fascinating. When you say this is a cigar lounge, that means this is a place where people just come in, they buy some cigars and sit down and maybe do business, because I saw there was a connection, seemingly, a connection between cigars and successful people.
Correct, yes.
So tell us a little bit about that mystique.
So when I say lounge, yes, it's not a club type setting, but it's a place where a guy can come in, meet his buddy after lunch, they buy a couple cigars, they might sit down in one of the little areas that we have here and discuss the rest of their day's affair. Or if their day is over, they'll come in here and spend a couple hours and kind of wait for traffic to die down before going home. Yeah.
So, we just took a very short break there for business purposes. I'm sure you'll understand that. And Victor, we're going to step into the other room. What do you call this room we're about to step into?
That's the humidor, walk-in humidor. Yeah.
The walk-in humidor. I don't know what that means, but you're going to tell me. And before we go into this room, take a moment to tell us about a young lady by the name of Marilyn.
Marilyn is my sister, and she works the gallery end of the business, finding new artists for us and going to other gallery events, exhibitions, and trying to take some artists away from other galleries. No, we all work together. It's competition. It's friendly competition. And she was always away from the cigar end of the business, although she's getting a little involved now, but I think we kept the girls, and the guys in our family.
Okay, well, let's step into, what do you call it?
The cigar walk-in humidor.
Hi, everybody. It's Donna Sam, and I am continuing the interview with Victor, who is the owner of 2nd Street Cigars and Gallery, and we are standing inside of a humidor.
Yep, a cigar walk-in humidor.
Now, I usually think of a humidor as a smaller box, so this is like wines have cellars.
That's right, and this cigars have their cellar, what is called a humidor. And the box that you're used to seeing is a little fancy little box in homes, and you open it up and you got 50 cigars in there. Well, we have 5,000 cigars in here.
Wow.
And so it's a walk-in, life-size. You walk in, and it's temperature-controlled, humidity-controlled, and a customer will come in and obviously pick their goods, or they'll ask for suggestions. Just like if you went to a wine shop, you might ask for something that you've never had before, and maybe you want to know the blend. You want to know if it's a strong cigar or a mild cigar. And they may even ask you to pair it up with a wine or with a spirit, like a single malt or something like that. And if you have that knowledge as a tobacconist, then you would share that knowledge.
Okay, Victor, let me ask you this. Do people inhale the cigar?
They do not, although I've seen some do.
Or not the whole cigar, but do they inhale?
Right, right. No, they shouldn't inhale the cigar or the smoke that comes out of the cigar.
Okay.
So some people do. I've seen them. They're ex-cigarette smokers, and I see them, and it's too much. It's non-filtered, obviously. It's a savored smoke. You savor it, you puff it in, you blow it out. You do not put it into the lungs. You don't need to do that to a cigar to get the taste.
So Victor, we're still standing here in this human-sized humidor. What are some of the different cigars, and do you roll them here in the store? And can you show us and tell us about some of the different brands?
Well, we have a cigar roller that does come to our store. It's sort of an exhibit. She comes in a couple times a week for a few hours a day, and she rolls a house blend for us. But what we have inside this walk-in humidor are many brands owned by different companies, and they are produced, handmade, in the factory and in the country of origin, such as the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Mexico. And so they create, under their brand name, a signature blend, and they will do a product extension, which would be creating different blends from the same factory, and shapes and sizes. I have one particular here that's basically a Corona. It's a nice, simple, average shape. You go from that all the way to maybe a specialty cigar, which is a Perfecto. It's an old-fashioned cigar based on the 1890s and early 1900s, where the cigars were tapered at both ends. And although this cigar is a new cigar, and the company is probably a 20-year-old company, obviously they weren't around way back then, but they're recreating the classic sizes. And we all do that. All companies will come up with something that the shape is from a long time ago, from a period long gone, but we'll bring those fashions back just because the audience wants that. They want to see some classic designs in the terms in the form of cigars. So that's what some of these companies provide, and they'll be in any shape and size. We see all kinds of shapes and sizes.
Well, thanks a lot, Victor. This is very helpful and very informative. So why don't we take a look at the gallery part of your store now? Great.
Images.
So it's been a fun visit here at 2nd Street Cigars and Gallery. But before we go, I want to ask you about one more piece of art above our head here. Who is this?
This is my mother's grandmother. And this painting I had commissioned by Tom Ellis, who was an artist here in Los Angeles, when my great-grandmother was 103 years old.
103?
Yeah, she posed for this when she was 103. If you notice that in the painting, she has a wine glass in one hand and a emerald ring in the other hand. When she posed for the original photographs, so that the artist could take those photographs home and then do a rendition, in the wine glass is cognac, and that's what she drank, and that's what she demanded to drink at 103 years old. And the emerald ring she never had on. She actually had a cigar in that hand. But the artist thought to bring out her femininity, he wanted to put a ring in that hand. And that's fine, but she enjoyed my visits because she knew that I was bringing cigars.
What a wonderful story, and that's a great picture.
And this wonderful lady died at the age of 110 years old.
Wow.
Here in Los Angeles.
Wow. Well, there you go. A great piece of history here at from Victor on his grandmother, great-grandmother.
Yes.
And thank you so much. And we are here at 2nd Street Cigars and Gallery.
Thank you.
First light of morning when dew is on the clover, I woke from the slumber